Big Joe finally goes on his knees to beg Clara and Hanks after all his pride, how he said, I'm going to pepper them, I'm going to show them, they will know that I have landed. Welcome back to another interesting one. Today's one you don't want to miss for anything because we will be revealing and dishing out a lot of things. Do not forget that the only thing you can do for us to keep bringing out more episodes is to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment. Let me take you through to everything I want to share with you. It is getting more interesting and more hot. Stay tuned, like, subscribe. Let's go, guys. So, guys, here comes with Mr. Big Joe, the man with creamy girls, the man that is always, when he had money, he was this, he was that, he used to do this, the man that have refused to take advice from the important people in his life, from the good people that God sent his life, the man that pride and ego brought to nothing. He saw all the signs, but because he wanted to make it big, let me tell you, the only reason why Big Joe wanted to make it big, wanted to make it fast, is just to humiliate Clara and Hanks. It's not even for himself. It's just to humiliate them. How he's going to employ Hanks to work for him. How he's going to employ Clara to be cook. But what happened? Big Joe went and trusted a friend that is worse than devil, which is Emeka. Trusted Emeka, gave him contract, fake contract, out of excitement and preparing to go and pepper people that are living their life. Big Joe did not read anything, check what he was supposed to do. He went and used his money, borrowed money, dropped his favorite car, his baby like he always call it, and used it as a collateral. Now Emeka has eaten Big Joe dry, and Big Joe is left with nothing. Why Emeka is bawling, eating chicken. At this point, Big Joe car is gone. Big Joe is in big trouble. Like, that car is the only thing that he has. Remember that when Kennedy was advising him how to start up a small business, it was that car that Kennedy referred for him to sell. So that's the only thing. Because why Big Joe was Big Joe, when I don't even know if there was any time that Big Joe was even Big Joe. Please let me know in the comment section. Big Joe did not invest his money. He invested his money on creamy girls and popping 2 point something million champagne in the club. So that car is the only thing Big Joe has. As we are talking to you now, that car is gone. So Big Joe has nothing. And in few weeks, Big Joe is leaving that house. Now, my question is, if Big Joe is a very smart person, I want you to know, I want us to talk about what you think that Big Joe is supposed to do at this point. If Big Joe is a very wise person, what do you think that Big Joe would do? Big Joe would have gone to the wife. Listen, Clara is a very good woman. Clara is a very understanding woman, that if Big Joe can drop his pride and ego and go to his wife in his lowest moments with a genuine heart and a repentant heart, I'm not talking about faking it, genuine repentance, I'm telling you that Clara is going to help Big Joe to rise. But you and I know that we don't even want it to happen, because we want Clara to move on with her life, because she had nothing. She was just a cook in that marriage, like Big Joe said. So we don't even want it. At this point, what do you think that Big Joe should do? Because Big Joe has lost everything. Do you think that Big Joe should bring his pride down and go to Hanks and go to, what's his name, Clara, and beg them? But I know, you and I know that Big Joe can never do it. He will never. And now, let's go over to Benny. Very soon, Big Joe will be homeless without anything. What do you think that Benny should do at this point? Do you think that Benny should leave Big Joe and go follow the mother, or Benny should still stay in that house since her Auntie Theresa that left her village house, came to the city and found out that the sister is no longer staying with, with the husband. Auntie Theresa now left the sister's house and be playing the role of a wife. Do you think that Benny should stay in that house because of that situation, or that Benny should, follow the mother and allow Big Joe and Theresa to continue whatever they are doing? Now, before, I told you guys that Auntie Theresa did not come in favor of Clara. Auntie Theresa actually came for her own interest, and all these things is playing out now, because once Auntie Theresa hears that Clara coming back when they hit money, Auntie Theresa will now be telling you people, why will you mention when I'm here? My question is your brother-in-law going to now marry you as his wife? I don't understand what is Auntie Theresa. That means all this while Auntie Theresa has always had evil thoughts, enmity, jealousy or anger issue against the sister. Because what is this? What is this? Your own sister, your own baby sister, blood sister. You came, you left her house. Please, people be careful. A lot of people might be out there, they are not smiling. This series is just, exposing a lot of things that don't trust anybody. Look at what somebody's husband living turned to be the most enemy fashion against her progress. Now the sister, now the mother, now the friends. That's to tell you that the only person you need to hold on to in this life is God, because that's the only person that cannot disappoint. Every human being can disappoint. Now, back to my question, guys. Do you think that what's the name, Jonathan can still make things right even in this situation? Do you think that Jonathan should swallow his pride, go to the wife and make peace genuinely? Or do you think that or are you suggesting to Clara that even if Jonathan comes back, Clara should forget everything about Jonathan and move on? Because another thing, yes, I know I'm saying if Jonathan goes back that Clara will forgive, but another thing is Jonathan, are we even sure that Jonathan for repentance will even be genuine, or she going to Clara to beg will also be her drawing that girl back again? Maybe when Clara has forgiven him, come back to the house, Jonathan will now drive another miss to also bring her down, because all his life the only thing that gives Jonathan happiness is how to bring Clara down. Just share your thoughts in the comment section, everything you think, that how you want this series to continue from now. If you want Jonathan to swallow his pride and go and apologize to the wife and hangs for help, or you think that Clara should just move on with her life with Hanks or any other man that she fell in love. What do you think about Benny? Let's have the conversation in the comment section, how the next things you want to see in this series, because it's getting more hot, more interesting, because Jonathan has been brought to nothing. And as for Auntie Theresa, Clara's sister, what do you have to say about her? Share it in the comment section. Then for these two witch and wizard, we all know that very soon they are going to face their karma. Look at how they are wandering about. No home, no destination, from one bar, no peace in their life. That's to tell you, there is no peace for wicked. No matter how you feel that an evil person is progressing, they don't have peace, they don't have joy, nothing. There is nothing good in being evil, in being mean, in being jealous, in going about doing evil. Just in all you do, live a very peaceful and happy life. What you don't have today, you will have it tomorrow. I've really learned a lot of lessons from this series, and I hope you also have learned. Please share your thoughts, what you think will happen in the comment section, your lessons, your everything. Let's have conversation in the comment section. For now, I'm going to leave you. Aloy made update and said that today's episode will not drop today, but it's going to drop tomorrow. So I decided for us to, come back here and talk about everything that is happening and what is our expectation. Share in the comment section, like, subscribe, and I'm going to see you in the next one. For now, bye bye.